right, let's keep going.
Why do you sound like that?
All right.
Why are you skating? No one told you to skate, man. What's the point in having those things active if we're not going to use them? Whatever. Were you just about to dive into phlogiston? Yeah, I don't know about that, Farina. You too. This place is massive.
You got here quick. Impressive.
Nichka's up there! What are you planning to do to her?
I have no idea, because at this point I'm totally confused what the point is.
I never lied to you. All this time, I've only been trying to save my daughter.
From what?
Even though she's not my daughter yet. But once everything is over, she will really become my Nichka.
I'm so confused.
What is she saying? Is she not Nichka?
Infusing memories, forgetting the past.
So you figured it out.
Nope.
I want to use memories to awaken my Nichka.
I haven't figured shit out.
She has stayed in the Night Kingdom for far too long. She's afraid of the dark and cold. I'm the one who made her stay there alone, so I must bring her back. Don't worry, Nichka. Mom hasn't forgotten anything. She has always remembered your name.
But she can't be dead because the body's still here. I don't understand. Is Nachka already dead? Then what is this, a puppet? That somehow still has memories of people and having read things? I'm so confused.
I'm afraid so.
I really don't understand.
Who's that girl lying up there?
She's a child from my tribe. Her parents were killed in the same abyss attack. But wouldn't you know it, her birthday is the same as that of my Nichka.
But then why does she look like Nachka?
I raised her and took care of her for many years. I thought that taking her in would help me feel better. I was so happy the first time she was willing to call me Mom. But then, I suddenly felt very, very scared. Is she really my child? My child's name is Nichka. It could only be Nichka. How could I be happy? My little Nichka is still waiting for me to get her home. As I said, I only want to bring Nichka back, even if it costs me everything.
I'm so confused.
And now, the time has come for me to pay.
This chronology makes no sense.
As for my useless ancient name, it's finally time to put it to good use. If you're not willing to help me, then you can become the fuel for Nichka's ancient name.
This lady's crazy.
Shilonin, you have yet to make a move. I take it you're examining the inscriptions around you. It's no use. I've already set up the Blaze Gem inscriptions, and the engraving diagram has already begun to run.
Yeah, but isn't that just abyssal energy in front of us? Can't I just siphon that off?
It's all thanks to your ideas.
Or is that
Now, the
wow.
central inscription will finally become Nichka's ancient
I don't know, we always
name.
associated purple with abyssal.
After Nichka returns, I'll make sure to invite you to her birthday party.
I'm just so confused. At what age did Nechka die? At what age did you take someone else's child and sort of fob her off as your own? Because wouldn't people notice that she looks fucking different from the previous child? I just don't understand how you can pretend that two children are interchangeable. So at what age did this occur? And then How does this version of Nechka have memories of Shilonen? Does that mean that the previous Nechka didn't meet Shilonen, or has Shilonen met both? I don't understand the chronology and who's met whom, what happened when, and just how people can't understand that this isn't the same child. I don't understand. I'm so confused. And then which child knows Shilonen? This one who's read the original ending, or the one from supposedly ages ago that's dead, that other people have memories of? I don't understand this at all. Let her go.
You're not gonna go up there, are you?
Nechka's already dead. We can't let her harm an innocent child.
There's a flaw in this engraving diagram. The weak point is almost about to activate. So on my mark.
Don't worry, Nechka. Don't worry. Mom is here.
3.
So what's this kid's name?
Mom will always be with you. I'll never forget you.
Well, you will when you're dead.
2.
Wake up, Nechka. Now. Please. Wake up.
1.
It's alright. It's alright. You'll see Mommy soon. Nechka.
Why are we so far away? How's the traffic plan getting up there? Doesn't show us.
Keep back. Those are distorted thoughts. And the mists are the thoughts' twisted cries. If you become tainted by them, they will control you, and you'll never be free again.
Where are you? I don't want medicine. It hurts. It hurts. Why am I alone?
Nechka. Why?
No more medicine. Will you stay with me forever? Please.
They look
never
nothing
leave me again.
alike! These children literally look nothing alike, but they look the same age, which means she changed them very recently. So why does everybody think it's the same child? And if it's
Sully,
the child of
you're
the
one
tribe,
who twisted Nechka's name.
Why does no one
into a
recognize her?
shackling prison. It's time for you to hear her true voice. Stone engraved and echoing peaks converge, disperse, in ashes be reborn, for flames born anew, and the blazing dawn.
Mommy will be with you. Nechka.
if you wanted to be with your child, all you had to do was kill yourself earlier.
And forever.
Honestly. And then you could be together in the Night Kingdom.
Mommy, I've always been with you. And now you're finally listening to me. The old births the new, as flowers shield the roots, so life ever cycles until we return to the land. We've known each other a while, but we've never met.
So who is this kid?
You're Nechka? Yes, but I still don't know your
Neither
name.
do I.
My name's Nepeka. It really suits you. Nepeka, I bless you from the past and wish that every day of your future will be filled with peace and happiness.
Damn, she's a lovely child. She's so sweet.
As if
Only
you're
a
about to
mother could
blow
take
up
a page from
huge
her book.
balloon.
Neither now is not the time.
I saw Nechka and was speaking with her, but now, where did she go? Nechka? Nechka? Where are you? Answer, Mommy. Please. Please. Shilonen. You saw her too, didn't you? You saw my little Nechka.
Yeah, I saw her spirit because she's dead, lady.
I felt her hands and hugged her. I was right. I was right.
But hey, so was I. I totally said ages ago that Nechka was dead. And then when, like, we finally saw Nechka, I was like, oh, okay, maybe not. But I was right! All along, this child was dead. I called it.
Those gray shadows were just a minor mistake. I just need to restart the ritual again. Alright, I'll start it again and Nechka will...
Have you still not come to your senses, Auntie?
She's mentally unwell, Shilonen. It's not about coming to her senses. She is mentally unwell. It doesn't work
What
like
senses?
that.
I was not wrong. Nothing about what happened was wrong.
I mean, it very much was.
She's just a little upset and was trying to ignore me. That child sure knows how to throw a tantrum. But I understand. I can accept that.
Enough, Tlisoli! The person you summoned with the Blaze Gem inscription wasn't the real Nechka at all. You collected memories of Nechka from countless people, but you forgot one thing. Among what you gathered were not only real memories, but also countless emotions. Didn't you realize what kind of emotions people would feel upon seeing Nechka's condition? When people held a dying child's hand, when they felt her faint breath and saw the helplessness in her eyes, when they sensed her body growing colder and colder, what could they feel but abject pain and sorrow?
That's a good point, actually.
I took those emotions.
You took their memories!
You absorbed those emotions into the Blaze Gem inscriptions and solidified them as a piece of her past. Those gray figures were projections of that past. They could only reproduce the appearance of Nechka in her sickly state. What the real Nechka wished to say was drowned out by those twisted and painful thoughts.
I didn't want things to turn out like this. All I wanted was to remember Nechka. To see her again.
I already told you. She's in the Night Kingdom. Go see her in the Night Kingdom.
Nechka has always been with you, Auntie. Everything has long been recorded on your ancient name. The one you said was useless. You exhausted every option and sacrificed everything in the hopes of saving your daughter. That is undeniable.
I really hope there are repercussions to this woman for what she's done.
But have you forgotten the true meaning of your own ancient name?
My ancient name is Undugu.
The immovable love between you and Nechka has already been recorded in your ancient name, but you chose to ignore that. Names are blessings from the past to the future. You told me that, Auntie. You gave Nechka her name, her first blessing. But now, you've turned her name into a prison by taking an innocent child captive, and you've imprisoned yourself.
Nechka is everything to me. Without her, I can't see any future for me. And as for blessings... what blessings have I had since the day she passed? I see her in my dreams every day, grasping my hand, telling me she's in pain, asking me to hold her, but I can't say anything. I can't grasp her hand. All I can do is shout her name over and over again until I wake up. Every day. Every single day, I've hated myself, and ancient names too. Who knows? Maybe hate would have been the only thing left to her too.
You think Nechka would have come to hate you? Auntie, do you still remember the last words Nechka ever said to you? Do you remember what her final words really were? The reason
Why'd
you
you put the
haven't felt
body?
blessed is because you've forgotten the true past. Auntie, you've been wallowing in memories of your imagination and refused to let go of them.
Sorry, I don't care about this. I don't see why we're trying to redeem this woman. She's irredeemable and needs to be punished for her crimes by the chief. I don't know how corporal punishment is done here in Outland, but she needs to suffer from some sort of consequences for the horrible things she's just done. And instead, Shalonen's trying to reach out to her and make her realize what she's had Nechka by her all along. I really don't care. This woman doesn't deserve redemption. But the point is, what happened to Nechka's body? That's what I want to know about right now. Because she's actually died. You know, the bodies don't just magically disappear when people die in Outland. They've got to be buried. So where is she?
A name without a past is nothing but a withered tree with no roots, rotting without a future.
Because I assume that she wasn't given a nice headstone as a memorial to her. I wonder if she just got buried in a ditch so that she can continue with her crazed plan. It's kind of sad.
It's over, Auntie. It's all over now.
slowly now. Why don't you stay lying down? Oh, on second thought, this might not be the best place to rest. Shilonen, Nichka, Napecha can already stand now, so we made our way over.
Let me help you.
Thank you, Paimon and Miss Traveler. I'm fine, really. The real Nachka helped me just now, so it doesn't hurt much anymore.
That's good. If you became Nichka, then this story would really become the To Kill the Brave. This isn't the place to chat. Come on, let's get out of here.
Please tell me that right from the beginning, when Shilonen met Napecha in Sololi's house, we went for an outing, that Shilonen immediately recognized that that wasn't Nachka. Please tell me that's what she's about to tell us, because this makes no fucking sense if she did not recognize that that was not the child she once knew. Completely different skin color, hair color, eye color, the appearance is completely different, her voice would likely be different. There's nothing that wouldn't tell you that this is not the same person. No, this is the same person. Whatever. Double negatives got me confused there. But she should have immediately recognized that this was not Netchka, but she said nothing. So please tell me, Shilonen, that you knew from the beginning.
But what about Tlasoli?
Take her back to Bakal.
Oh, don't worry. She won't be able to cause any more trouble now.
I don't care if she's able to cause more trouble now. Fuck that, Shilonen. She needs to pay for what she's done. Take her to Bakal, the chief of the Children of the Echo, so she can face some responsibility for her actions. This game. It's infuriating. There's never any punishment. Except maybe in Fontaine. Rest for a moment.
All right, I've locked Auntie in the house with a few ropes. I'll take her to the tribe shortly to be punished for what she did.
Thank God.
As for now, we can get away from the house and get some sun. After dealing with all of that, I'm completely out of energy.
She's already planned out everything. Shilonen sure doesn't waste time. It's still so scary to imagine. Tlasoli wanted to turn her adopted child into Nachka, and she even nearly succeeded.
Paimon, there's nothing about the situation that is adopted child. It is child she stole and kidnapped when she was in a vulnerable position. Good thing we found that in time. Shalana knew what to do right away.
Yeah, she was so cool in the final moments. She went right into action and took control of the situation instantly.
Well, it's all thanks to Nempeka's resilience. She never gave up. If it weren't for her bravely trying to get help, then I wouldn't have noticed Auntie's plan so easily.
But you would have known it was a different child, no?
It was thanks to all of you encouraging me. After all, this was already the last idea I could think of. I tried to get the attention of many others who visited before, but they were all either quickly whisked away by Tlasoli or simply refused to believe me.
But you're a child of the Children of Echoes. You're part of the tribe. How does nobody know you or recognize you? Did you just not live in the tribe? You lived abroad? I'm confused as to how nobody knows you.
Even if I told them everything, Tlasoli would just blame my illness to cover it up. All she had to do was start to cry, and then the guest would try to comfort her, but completely forget about me.
Rude.
She would inspect all the letters I sent and any gifts I received. And then, if I didn't comply, she would force me to drink some strange medicine. It would put me to sleep for a few days, and it would be hard for me to remember anything. I would see a lot of weird things while I slept, and the walls around me would start talking. I would be so scared every day. If I wasn't able to get your help this time, I might have just given up.
That's all in the past now.
You have us now, Nepeka. If anyone dares to hurt you again, the Traveler and Shilonen will send them flying!
Yeah. Sorry. I just can't help it.
You are already super brave, and you even managed to call Shilonen for help. Oh, you definitely found the right person. Shilonen isn't the kind of person who gets distracted easily by crying. She pays attention when someone's talking and doesn't miss a beat.
So who wrote the letter to Shilonen asking for the book? I'm so confused. Was it Nechka or Nepeka? If it's Nepeka, how would she even know who Shilonen is? I don't understand. Nothing about this actually makes any sense.
And it was because of your help that I was able to pick up on the details. Without you, it would have been extremely difficult for her to communicate that she needed help.
But she looks nothing like Nechka.
Tlisoli would certainly be more on guard if I tried to speak with her, and would probably have just kept Nepeka locked up in a room again.
So we had a part to play too! But where did Tlisoli even get the confidence to try this scheme? When Nechka was alive, surely many tribe members would have tried to help her. Was she not scared that someone would realize that Nepeka wasn't Nechka?
She must have been using the Blaze Gem inscriptions for a very long time. Yeah, but Shilonen doesn't have one.
That's certainly a possibility. The inscription she created would not only collect information related to Nechka's past, but also actively erase people's memories of Nechka.
I mean, that's fine. No, I just mean plot-wise. As to explain why they don't recognize her, but that doesn't explain why Shilonen didn't recognize her.
It's similar to graffiti. If you want to paint something new on a wall that has been painted before, then first you must remove the old painting. It's possible that I was also one of her targets, which would explain why she was so willing to let me have the central inscription.
You're a target for sure, but you weren't currently affected, so you should have recognized her.
Whoa, and you still took it? If it were Paimon, she would have thrown that thing away the first chance she had.
Well, you can't uncover the truth without taking some risks, right? If I hadn't disassembled the inscription myself, I would have never realized her actual motives.
So you suspected her from the very beginning?
Oh, no, she's my auntie after all. How could I have seen her as a villain from the start?
I mean, you could. In fact, you should be in more position to be able to see the changes in her.
The most I did was keep the possibility and a corresponding plan in mind, and it was just our luck that the worst-case scenario actually happened. But now that I look back on it, we still managed to rescue a suffering child, even if that wasn't our original intention. Anyway, I think we've just about summarized everything and praised each other enough by now. Everything is finally over, and Nepeka can finally be herself.
Where is she going to go? Who's going to take her in? Who's going to raise her?
So, what should I do now, Shilonen?
You should do whatever you like, of course. No one's going to lock you up anymore.
Can you imagine saying that to a child? Hey, little orphan that's just gone through a horrible experience. The world's your oyster. You can do whatever you like. Go wherever you like. Be whoever you want to be. They need to go to a foster family to, grow up first.
But I don't know what I can do. Everything I know is about Nechka. What she'd like to eat, which flowers she enjoyed, how she acted and spoke. I'm not her, but I can only be like her. I don't know, Shilonen. I just don't know.
Oh, don't worry, Nepeka. The Blaze Gem inscription isn't working anymore. No one will force you to be somebody else again.
But I no longer remember anything about myself now besides my name. What if I never remember my life and lose all of my past?
I mean, that's sad that you won't remember your parents, but that's fine otherwise. Start anew. Find out what you like, what you dislike.
I'm scared, Shilonen. What should I do?
Oh, don't cry, Nepeka. Here, take this. I took some ore from Tlisoli's collection and made this as a mold.
A Blaze Gem inscription! You can make them too?
Oh, of course not. It's just a pretty piece of stone. Take it. I've engraved your name, Nepeka, on the top.
When did you have time to do that? It's been literally 5 seconds since we just got out of the tunnel and domain with where we learned her real name. So how in the last 5 seconds have you managed to inscribe her name or engrave her name on the stone?
This is your first blessing, the one you received from a pair of people who loved you with all their hearts. It has always protected you and stood over you. For all of past, present, and future, it's never strayed far.
But I don't even remember the names of my parents. I don't remember anything.
I won't make any big promises and say everything will return to normal. I'm not sure what kind of future you will face. I can only promise that no matter what the future holds, your name will never fade. This is a blessing given to you by a name engraver. You'll continue to grow and mature as a sapling sprouts upward and becomes a healthy tree, or as birds spread their wings to fly high into the sky. Your name is your starting point, as well as your guide. Remember your name and everything you've experienced.
I'll
Sorry.
do my best.
I was coughing and accidentally hit spacebar.
You can do it, Nepeka.
Will always be with you. Why does her name have to be so similar to Nechka, by the way? It's just weird
Thank you all.
and confusing.
Shilonen, Paimon, and Miss Traveler.
If you really can't come up with what to do, don't worry. Just relax and take it easy. We're from the same tribe after all. If nothing else works, I can always go to the elders and look up your history. And until then, you can stay at my workshop. I can handle another mouth to feed.
So you do have a backup plan. Do you think you can find anything about her?
Oh, I don't know if the plan will work. I'm not even sure who I should look for. Well, rather than placing our hopes on a plan that relies so heavily on luck, we should just focus on ourselves. Well, anyway, enough about all that for now. Let me take Telesoli back to the tribe first. Oh, come with me, Nepeka. Oh, gosh. I nearly forgot that we haven't even had dinner yet. What would you like to eat?
Huh? Oh, anything. I'm not picky.
What are you doing over there? Hiding.
Oh, good. Let's go. We have a lot of work to do. We have a very busy future ahead of us. Oh, and one more thing. Happy birthday, Nepeka.
Melodious chant complete. What an absolute clusterfuck of a quest. Most of it's boring. Oh, it's not even finished yet. Visit her workshop again the next day. It can't just be done. I don't know. It's just most of it's just been boring. So bad. And then the parts that were fine were not really well written at all because you just undid all the work by having her not be what they said, like having Nechka dead and all that. It's great to have a twist, but your base story needs to make sense. And it didn't make sense. If she really were Nechka. There was just so many things that's like, but that, what? I don't get it. And it's and knowing the truth now still doesn't make the situation make sense. It just makes it even more confusing, if anything. I just don't like anything about this so far. I think this has been pretty horrible and agonizing, and I haven't enjoyed any of it. But I need to go run some errands before God, can I even be bothered to finish this off? I just don't have the heart. It's been horrible.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
Thanks, Catherine. At least the Primal Gems are something to brighten my day. Who are we even wishing for these days? Oh, that's right. I'm waiting for the next one.